but just to finish up, and you have Luke and Vader and the Emperor.
Yeah.
And it's really annoying that you just keep clipping, like, back into that one, and then over to here and that. It's you got no unity.
Yeah.
You know, it's a really annoying.
Plus, like, Han's
view.
kind of just, like, weak in return.
He doesn't give a shit. Like
He's
actual Harrison Ford.
He's barely present,
Does
you know?
not give a fuck.
I heard that's why they put him in carbonates, that, like, they could or could not have him come back.
Yeah, because
he didn't want to come back. He wanted Han to die.
Totally.
And carbonite could have just been a thing, like, Han's dead, he's a trophy.
Yeah.
But, what other things do I have?
I don't know if I could deal with Han. like just like my stupid fanboy part of me. I don't know if I could deal with Han Solo just not making it through. Although that would have been real as shit. You know, probably.
Are we trying to play multiplayer here, or are we trying to unlock some characters?
I'll play some multiplayer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's do it up.
I think here's number 2.
This is 3. That's 2.
More.
You can. I think you can all join.
Oh, sweet.
Whoa.
Excellent.
I originally had this game for the computer.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I didn't know how to play. It was very difficult. We're not doing balloons.
Okay, so I'll get the car.
I'll be Knuckles.
In a running race.
Something that was really interesting about this is that all the characters very much played like as themselves. Like Knuckles can glide, Tails can fly.
Cool.
Huh. Sonic's...
I mean, Amy's got a car, so you can't really do any of that.
Well, I can drive.
So you hold A to go.
I've got a license.
You can
listen to some tune.
You can kind of lean with this, but
listen
the important thing is L and R to turn.
Whoa, really? A and R...
B is to go. Yeah.
What?
A is to go?
Yeah, you kind of use.
Okay.
So I think I'm going automatically.
So you can turn. you can turn like a little bit with the joystick, but I guess for the
you can lean with the joystick,
Yeah.
but actual turning is. That's an interesting take.
Right?
It's probably just like a translation from its cabinet.
Makes us feel like planes.
JJ the jet plane. And there's actually different seasons in this game. So like if you play at this stage during the winter.
You said something about the B button. What does the B button do?
To go.
Oh, is that just Amy?
I don't know.
Cause I'm not
you can
the
hold
B,
forward.
Because I'm not pressing the B button.
That's weird. I don't know, man.
Oh, I guess you can just hold forward. Oh, it's kind of easier when you don't have to hold anything.
The music in this game was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, I remember listening.
I can't hear any right now.
Oh, it's pretty good.
They just have like a lot of vocals by this woman.
Yes. There are things I liked about Return of the Jedi, of course.
Oh yeah.
I love Luke's introduction, how it's just like a threat to Jabba, and we just see him through like a message.
Yeah.
And then he just strolls in. He's wearing all black. He's a badass. First thing we see him do is like force choke, and just like some dark side going on.
Yeah.
But you know, I like thinking of Star Wars we're just completely disregarding the prequels.
Yo, yeah.
I like thinking. I try to erase the prequels when I'm watching the Star Wars.
That's ideally.
Yeah.
You know.
Like thinking of Anakin not as hating Christians.
You just gotta think of him
the
as
Clone Wars.
Think of him as a mystery.
Yes.
You know,
it's so much cooler.
Agreed. You know, and I do my best, even though I just said that I can sometimes fanboy out a bit. I try to just think of them as movies.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I mean,
like to not be like.
I like Star Wars, but I don't live my life based on Star Wars, you know?
Yeah.
Can't say I've gone into like the extended universe at all.
Most of it.
I mean, they reset it all. I think.
Exactly.
With Episode 7, they were like, all right, all this other stuff is no longer.
You know, Marvel made Star Wars comics.
Oh, word.
Yeah. Like that back before, pre-prequels.
I have a difficult time knowing which the fuck direction I'm supposed to be going sometimes.
Yeah.
Oh, these levels are pretty, like, fucking.
They're not too linear.
Choose your own adventure.
Yeah.
Like.
We're in Radical City, though.
You know what I'm I'm always like really interested in finding?
What?
Is like Star Wars stuff that's before the prequels were conceived. Like if they had like creature books about the Star Wars stuff.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Or anything like that, or like extended lore before the prequels were made. It'd be kind of interesting to see some of that.
Yeah.
They had a cartoon about the droids.
Nice.
Yeah.
What?
You of course know the Star Wars Christmas, right?
Yeah. You kind of. It's so good.
To be honest, it's the best part. Like, it excuses the rest of the saga existing.
Yeah.
just so that the
Whips, whip.
low-hanging fruit.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm falling backwards, and it's...
How are you in a bowl?
Yo, I have no idea what I'm doing right now. I'm Tails, by the way, top right screen. I've been beefing it this whole time.
Yeah, I'm Sonic currently. I don't feel like Sonic.
I feel like a chump playing this game.
Yeah.
It's pretty.
I feel like a couple of dorks. A couple of dorks.
I don't know if I should be ashamed to admit it, but like I've 100%ed this game a few times.
That's pretty cool. That's really cool.
I don't know what that says about me as a gamer though. Like, what am I willing to put up with? Like,
get
in
most
terms
things.
of, like, but part of it for me was just like, for me, as a kid, I loved Sonic.
You
Yeah.
still
And
do.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. But like, I mean, I'm kind of jaded from all
I
the
get
shit
ya.
that's
All
happened
his
to him.
mistakes.
How much could have?
You can still appreciate all this
Yeah.
history, though.
Like, as a video game character, he does have a pretty rich history.
Yeah.
Agreed.
It's like a band that once was really good, and then they make bad records. Doesn't mean that
Like
albums you fell
Weezer,
in
one
love
of my
with.
other favorite bands. I just like things. I like to go to shit and then kind of make a resurgence.
So I guess you're a big in cinema a big Adam Sandler fan then.
No, that I will not even
That
tolerate.
kind of Adam Sandler to movies is Sonic to games.
Let's you guys cool with me doing some like single player?
I'll go for
I'm
it.
cool with watching that. You are
Well,
the best one at this game, yeah.
We'll
Getting
shoot,
some things
we'll shoot
going.
the shit some bit.
I thought Sonic R was going to be a lot more entertaining, but it turns out it just hurt me a bit. That's
Yeah,
okay,
it's
though.
hard to do the shoulder buttons and shit.
It's a really like
What are you doing?
I don't know what I'm doing, man.
Why don't you just get out of here?
Oh no, I'm a single player.
Nice.
I'm
nice.
gonna
you're doing-
unlock all
oh,
the secret characters.
You're doing single player Sonic R?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you were doing it's like CD or something, but
Oh no, they've got like.
I'd like to see some CD.
I'd like to see some CD.
we can
do
definitely
later.
do a CD.
I'll put it in motion. Maybe B Runes can revisit some Vector Man after
Nice.
after all is said and done. I had that for
Agreed.
I used to have a Genesis at my place, and yeah, I had Vector Man. It's the hardest shit, but I remember liking it. It's probably gonna suck, so
Yeah.
you guys are gonna be able to
It's
experience
very
me
difficult.
revisiting something.
Yeah, and it not being as good as you remember, which is a
Oh.
great feeling.
Oh yeah,
You know, I love coming back to things I love and being disappointed by it.
I eat that shit up.
Yeah. Did we finish talking about Return of the Jedi?
Well, I just brought up what I liked about it, how like like Luke's entrance and whatnot.
I think all the Luke shit is really cool.
Yeah, Luke. I mean,
You know, I think
what's
that's,
really going on besides that?
Ewoks.
I mean, like
and
what's
a
he
really
get-
not focused dogfight.
Yeah.
Like yeah, it's not very good.
Not,
Like,
not the best.
Yeah. How would you guys
As a film together, it's not that great, and I think
How would you guys rank? What are your guys' rankings for the 7 current Star Wars films?
all 7 of them. Well, we can get the first 3 out of the way really quickly. Is that it would be
Bottom tier. I don't.
It would be,
I know
three, one.
everyone hates it, and I know I'm gonna get razzed, but I don't hate the first one.
What Empire
Phantom Menace?
Phantom
No,
Menace?
Phantom Menace.
Oh,
Well, that's your call.
like, you're allowed to not hate that movie.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know how, but
I mean, I kind of.
you're a Marvel.
You definitely see the world differently than I do, and that's gotta be better.
I guess it's good
That's
that
gotta
we-
be better than this.
I guess. I guess it's nice that we all exist.
Yeah.
You know? Ooh, prepare to challenge.
I think for me,
I
Better
got all 5 of
qualify.
the Sonic coins.
What were you saying?
well, I haven't seen New Hope in a while, but I'd probably go.
Just a really
It's
solid
fun.
film.
Yeah, I'd probably go 5, 4, 7, 6, 3, 1, 2.
Say it again.
5. So Empire Strikes Back, followed
Yeah.
by New Hope, followed by Force Awakens, followed by Return of the Jedi, then Revenge of the Sith, then Phantom Menace, and then Attack of the Clones.
Word. That sounds pretty good. I don't know if I would. I don't know if I would put Force Awakens above.
I think Force Awakens was just like
The only
It
question-
had like everything that I liked in Star Wars. It had humor, it had great action,
Yeah, I guess I rewatched Force Awakens pretty recently.
Yeah.
I own it on my iPad.
I really enjoy the first third of Force Awakens. I think it's great.
Yeah.
Like, I think the beginning of Force Awakens is fucking amazing. Like I am so in it. You know what I mean? And
no chaos
then
ammo.
it kind of gets really confused.
How so?
I really, and they aren't.
Confused in what way?
It's hard to articulate. Let me sit on that idea for a bit, but if I can try to stumble through an approximation of what's so confusing about it, I just think a lot of weird, awkward choices for what the movie was going to be, you know. And I totally understand that it's like this is a franchise that hadn't seen an installment in almost a decade, you know, hadn't seen a good installment for almost like 3 decades.
Yeah.
Probably more than 3 decades. I can't do math right now. So they're like, let's try to almost make a statement on the arc of the good trilogy. You know, like let's try to condense
It definitely
the entire,
did just, like,
the
kind
entire arc and subvert it a bit with the decisions Kylo Ren chooses. And I even think that the Kylo Ren stuff is all cool.
Yeah, I
You
like,
know,
I like
I'm a
Kylo
fan
Ren
of
a
Kylo
lot.
Ren.
I'm about that. I think it's just. I think a lot of the plotting is just kind of awkward in the second in the last 2/3.
Okay.
You know, it's a bit like, why are we here? What are we doing? Why is everybody reacting the way that they are? And I think there's a lot of contrivance. You know, there's a lot of, it's like, okay, well, he had to have this reaction because the characters couldn't be in the same location for this moment to happen, even though it was a bit awkward when he did that. You know, there's a lot of, I don't get what's going on with Finn flopping back and forth and making decisions in one way and then the very next scene completely being a different way. It's, someone maybe could totally school me on what I'm thinking about, and I'm not articulating it super well.
That's okay.
But
I mean, I realized that it wasn't like an amazing movie. Like there were definitely a couple like ham-fisted references that I did not care for, like the trash compactor thing. That made me cringe a little bit.
that shit, there was a little bit too much.
Compactor. It's like
And I'm not
I did not care for that reference.
Yeah, there's, and I'm far from the first person to make this observation, but there was a little bit too much wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Yeah, oh, absolutely.
You know, like, yes, I'm aware I'm watching a Star Wars movie.
I don't think the planet had to blow up again.
Ooh.
Oh, well, yeah, that whole thing is dumb.
Yeah.
Like if I'm talking about just like strange choices in what they're doing, having like, okay, we're gonna have another sphere, you know, and again, everybody said this, but I think they're saying that because it's a bit right.
Am I going
you know?
backwards?
Like
I'm
totally.
going backwards. I'm in 5th place.
Oh no.
Ah,
you
jeez.
crushed
Well,
that
there's
first
the last one.
Yeah.
I'm looking for that last coin. Otherwise,
Oh. What, like the emblems?
yeah.
Oh.
Why are you doing that?
To be honest, I've been paying very little attention to the screen.
Yeah, we've just been talking about Star Wars.
What
Yeah, but,
what made Star Wars come up?
Yeah.
I know I'm going like.
Wait,
but-
didn't you just
backwards.
run by a coin?
Okay. You know
saw-
what, I'm gonna retry.
Okay,
Yeah,
go for
retry
it.
that shit.
Awkward. I thought a lot of weird, dumb choices for where they're going and what they're doing.
Okay.
But I will say, like the beginning, introducing Kylo, introducing Finn and Poe and all that, and then
Rey,
introducing
yeah.
Rey. Like it just kept being like bam, bam, boom, everything I want. You know, so good. I'm ready for the.
Yeah, like Rey, like going like scavenging through like a fallen Death Star, like
Yeah.
Star Destroyer. That's cool.
And I think that's the tier of reference that I'm good with. That it's just is like, hey, look, AT-AT. You know, like.
Yeah, I mean that.
You know
that's
this
enough for
thing
me.
from a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
I do like all those characters though. I'm really excited to see what happens with them.
Agreed.
I do
know,
like
no.
the new.
I'm pumped.
I like the new trio.
Yeah. I'm. I really dug Finn.
I love Finn. Yeah.
You know,
Finn and Rey.
Finn is a cool guy.
I wanted more Poe. I thought they were gonna give me more Poe, but
Yeah.
they didn't. 'Cause, you know, I just like Oscar Isaac, but
Oh yeah, I'm a big Oscar Isaac fan too.
yeah.
And although there's part of me that thinks it would be kind of cool if you meet this guy and you're really excited to know him and stuff, and then it's like, boom, dead. Empire, new trilogy. But that's
Yeah, I mean that's kind of cool.
if they have cool things to do with that character, then by all means, he
Yeah.
miraculously survived. Like
Yeah.
in a way that's also kind of weird.
How do you guys?
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
How do you guys feel about the title Last Jedi?
well, I mean, it could mean whatever the fuck they want it to mean.
Yeah, no,
Like-
I mean, like, I'm just like,
Oh fuck me.
I wasn't that. Not that, like, the title's everything, of course.
Yeah,
I was
exactly.
kind of like, oh, Last Jedi, I guess that's a very
I
much a
guess
title.
that's what we're doing.
I mean, like, as much as I don't care about the movies, The Phantom Menace and Attack of the Clones are pretty cool titles.
Well, to be honest, everybody made fun of Attack of the Clones.
I think it's such a. What I like about Attack of the Clones is that it's just so like
campy.
Yeah, it's kind of just it's
You know?
campy. Yeah, it's
that
silly.
was that was very much intent. Like now we're like, ooh, the Empire Strikes Back, but
The Empire,
that's just because we
that
know
is the
that
most campy title.
we know that movie is good.
Yeah.
You know, and,
like
and
the Empire Strikes Back.
Exactly.
like it's funny. It's
Yeah,
like,
and that was super intentional.
Yeah.
Because they're like the whole thesis of those movies is that it's like we're gonna channel all of that campy shit, but try to bring some unity to the storytelling and elevate it a bit. Like that was the whole thing. We're gonna take all the tropes we like and just try to hodgepodge them together into something that is more than the Tails doll. Cool.
Oh
Yeah,
no!
we
Tails
found
doll.
him.
Into something that's more
Look
than
at
the
this
sum of its
mountainscape
parts.
background for
That's
this
pretty cool.
city.
That's
It's
wow.
like,
That's really good, actually.
My legs are sweet.
my legs are
So
asleep.
the Last Jedi is fine.
Yeah, no, it's fine.
You know,
I'm with it.
But like, yeah, as you're saying with like the intentional campiness, like the ending of A New Hope with like they're all wearing like golden jackets, like being presented medals, and like in a very like medieval fashion.
Yeah.
I find.
I'm sure that's from something. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the sound of these coins is atrocious.
Yeah, it's pretty grating,
Yeah.
especially across the smooth like vocals.
Yeah, the vocals, these songs are gorgeous.
I got the pins and needles right now, so I'm in hell.
Yeah, that's
Like the reason I've just stopped talking is because I'm in hell.
and I'm just about to sneeze, so I'm going out too. Drop it like flies. We're gonna get it? No, we're see this. I know I'm not gonna get this sneeze.
If
It's
do,
just
you,
gonna-
do you want to baselessly speculate on the next one? Because you got me in a Star Warsy kind of mood.
Baselessly speculate.
On what would you do? You know, it doesn't need to be what they should do. What would you do if you were in charge?
Okay, I'm just gonna give
They're
vague
saying,
things
Bryan,
about-
come write the Last Jedi.
Well, that's a big responsibility. I'd probably throw up for like 3 days before starting. all that
Oh
pressure.
God,
Are you kidding me?
I would never take on the mantle of something so beloved.
I did like how, even through its faults, I liked how J.J. Abrams directed Force Awakens.
He was super competently made. But
Yeah,
I would
but
call him
I
perfectly competent director.
I completely understand him not wanting to do another one. That probably took 5 years off his lifespan.
of course.
Like just all
The
that
stress alone.
Like, oh my God, they're really counting on me now. People love this shit, and
Yeah.
if I mess it up, I'm done for it.
Word.
Yeah.
They're gonna call me Jar Jar Abrams.
Jar Jar Abrams. Aww. He looks like Barton Fink. I'm. That's just straight up stealing somebody else's joke. That's hot diggity. Yeah, have
Well,
you?
I did it.
Cite
I
your
got
sources.
Tails dolls
Do
for
you know,
everyone who's paying attention to the
Nice.
game.
You got
That's
Tails
watching,
dolls.
maybe.
We're watching. I'm sorry.
I bet just,
It's
yeah.
fine.
I'm
I mean, as long as you're having fun.
you got KS Emerald.
I'm
Chaos Emerald.
I'm trailblazing over here in the background, and y'all are just.
How about it?
Star Wars.
I'm sorry.
Oh, wait.
It's-
Did you beat the whole game?
Nah,
Oh.
but I got Tails dolls.
So now you play as Tails Law? And...
Now I can if I want.
That's cool.
And why not?
Why not?
Okay, so
The
basically
fuck were-
speculate.
But hold on, just real quick to cite sources because I stole a joke.
Oh, okay.
Hot Diggity Demon. He's got Brain Dump going on right now, and that show is funny as fuck.
Okay.
I've loved that dude for forever. You know him.
Yeah.
I've showed you his shit. Him and Brain Dump's fantastic.
Very
I'm
funny.
sure nobody would know us and not know him.
Yeah.
Like, because we're dregs. But
Yeah, I mean,
but for some reason, if you don't,
it's important to try, but it's also important to know who you are.
Yeah, exactly. What were you saying, baselessly speculate?
Oh yeah, I mean, what I liked about Force Awakens was the contrast in villains between the original series and this new one. Like when we see Darth Vader, he's perfectly confident in the dark side, right?
Yeah, it's
he's
straight up
just
turned.
a badass dude. And then
No more man left.
Yeah, and then Kylo Ren struggles with it. We get to see that, you know.
Yeah.
And I think that's a cool contrast. It'd be cool to see some dark side training because we haven't seen that.
Yeah,
Ever.
totally.
You
I
know?
would love, and that they
Just some philosophies, some ideals to like that
Stuff
goes
that they're
along
about.
with being.
That's
in the
not some
dark
stupid
side.
expanded universe shit that I don't give a fuck about. Because those novels are garbage.
All I'm hoping for is that this new
someone
trilogy completely disregards the prequels, because the prequels are just they're.
Yeah.
You can feel however you want about them, but they're not good.
Yeah, I
and they shouldn't be referenced in this. Like, I'm getting theories. People like, oh, Mace Windu is Snoke. I'm like,
you stupid motherfucker.
I'm like, that's just dumb. That you're saying dumb things.
Jenny Nicholson has a really funny video
Flat out
about
impractical.
Just because he got the Sith lightning like Palpatine did.
Yeah,
and that's why he looks like kind of like Palpatine. Like, shut the fuck up.
He's all fucked up.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah.
He just falls.
Some of Snoke's lines were so bad.
What was his kind of shit? To be honest, he made so little an impression on me.
Yeah, but like just like I can't give you an exact line, but the way he
Did
delivered
Metal Sonic just win?
The way he delivered some of the lines were just bad.
Word.
Look at this
Stuff
dude.
like that. It's like, okay, we get it. You're
you got a little dancing Eggman robot.
Does he have a name?
That is awesome.
I don't know. I think he's from Sonic 3.
What was it like 86 E86 or something?
You are 86 from
wait, no, that's just Jack X.
Yeah, from Jack X.
Jack X.
You are 86.
So extreme.
Yeah, dude. That's maybe we'll play it again and it'll be super dumb.
Yeah, but, I mean,
I was about it.
That game.
I was about that really edgy PS2 period.
Oh yeah, PS2 was definitely for like the middle schooler.
Agreed.
I mean, like you would listen to Linkin Park while playing some of these PS2 games for sure. Like I think in another installment I was talking about like albums match or like bands matching with playing games and like Jack 2 with Linkin Park.
Oh no!
Oh no! I won't give Jack 2 that. More like Shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog was
Shadow
definitely
the Hedgehog with some hybrid theory going on.
Oh my god!
Or even like Meteora, if you want like more sentimental Shadow.
Who's Breaking the Habit? Who played that fucking song?
That was
Linkin Park.
Yeah.
I remember there was that really
that music video.
Retrospectively, probably shitty, but for some reason we were really into it. Breaking the Habit, Jack 2, VMA.
Oh, AMV.
Sorry.
I think it's AMV.
What's a VMA?
Video
Music Awards.
Yeah, that AMV got a VMA. But yes, because we liked those things and they put them together, and I got a fierce middle school boner because of it.
I liked whatever you guys liked because I was super insecure.
That's okay.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
I mean, as long as you become your own dude and have your own interests, that's no one gives a shit. Like I think, as long as you didn't kill anyone or ruin their life, we'll forgive past mistakes or just like shortcomings like that. I'm not gonna hold anyone to those.
Word.
But
I mean, we're still you turn into
I'll say it right now.
person.
Like I enjoy that AMV of mashing, Breaking the Habit with Jack 2. It was cool as shit.